We're in a really good place, aren't we? We have enjoyed this interaction more than any that has come before. The vibrational motion forward is significant. What that means to you is that you're in a different vibrational place than you were when you walked in, and everything that happens to you from this moment forward is therefore improved. You'll notice it, and it's helpful when you do notice it, because noticing the improvement, as you make the association, as you make the correlation between the upliftment that you felt and the fun that we had as we moved through this day and the seeming coincidences that are leaning in your favor, then you just feed that momentum more and more and more and more and more. When you walked in the door, nothing needed to be fixed, but you came for clarity, and we know you found it. And while you can find some helpfulness from analogies that we offer and stories that we tell about Jerry and Esther and others, and examples that you experience the demonstration of as people are sitting here in the hot seat, your true understanding comes from you identifying and then isolating, which just means practicing a frequency that has more fun in it or more relief in it than you're accustomed to, and then noticing the difference that that shifting in vibration makes. That's what deliberate creation is. It's pre-manifestational creation. We're going to say something for the first time ever. Pre-manifestational creation is what we mean by getting out ahead of it, because it is the manifestation. Did you follow that? And post-manifestational awareness is reaction, reacting to what's happened. And when you react to what happens, can you feel how it gets muddied up with what happened? But when you get out ahead of it, can you feel how much clearer it is? So if we were standing in your physical shoes, this is what we would do. We would meditate every morning for 15 or 20 minutes, which just means find something to focus on that isn't interesting, like the hum in the air conditioner or a flicker of a flame or something. Count your breathing, it doesn't matter. Just something that isn't meaty and isn't interesting. Meaty meaning interesting, isn't interesting, but gives you a reason to focus until you get to the place today or tomorrow or the next day or 2 weeks from now where during meditation you feel a detachment from this physical experience, where you have no awareness of the seat beneath you, or you can't really tell your nose from your toe. In other words, you're sort of detached from it. That's a really good indicator that you have disassociated with the vibrational frequencies of resistance. And then don't try to make anything happen. Even noticing that that has happened may distract you from that. But then just let that be what you mean to do every day at the beginning of the day for 15 or 20 minutes, because what that does, that gets you out ahead of it. That puts you in a place where it's more likely for you to receive the thoughts that your inner being is thinking about what you're about than you reacting. Now, that doesn't mean that you won't still react. It just keeps the odds up for you. It just puts you in a better position of receiving from your inner being. The next thing that we would do on a really regular basis is we would make lists of positive aspects about this and that and this and that and this and that and that person and that person. We would identify a vibrational frequency in ourselves about those other people that feels good to us when we identify it. And we would practice it until our opinion of them is separate from their behavior. Hardly anybody ever does that. And that's why people keep acting the way you expect them to act. And this isn't about you changing their behavior. This is about you not reacting to them to your detriment. Did you hear that? We're not encouraging you to do this for the purpose of changing them so that then they'll behave better so that you can react to their behavior and feel better. That's not what we're talking about at all. We're talking about you practicing a vibration that is helpful to you and to them too, but helpful to you. It'll be helpful to them too, but helpful to you. It will be to them too, but helpful to you. So meditate and make lists of positive aspects. And then there's one other thing that we know for sure will help you enormously well. Get a piece of paper, draw a line across the top of it and a line down the middle of it, and on the left side of the page write things I'm going to do today, and mean it. I'm going to pay this bill, I'm going to get my nails done, I'm going to go to work, whatever, I'm going to feed the children. That's always good if you've got kids. And on the other side, as a header, put things for the universe to do for me today. This is the universe side of the placemat. And then put everything that you can think of right now, and it's usually a much shorter list than you think, of things that you really want that you don't think you're ready to act on. Whatever it is. Things that you've been struggling with, put it over there. Things you've been putting off, put over there. We're not talking only about altruistic things like world peace. We're talking about things like finding the gardener that you haven't been able to find because the one you've got keeps killing plants. And every time you replace him, you get another one who kills them faster. Those kinds of things. In other words, we're talking about practical things. Things that have been on your to-do list that you keep putting off. And you know why you put them off? Because you don't feel ready, because you've got resistance. And when you've got resistance, you don't feel ready. Give them to the universe. And your inner being and the powers that be and infinite intelligence will act on your behalf in ways that you cannot describe. And phone calls will start coming into you. And details that you've assigned to the universe will be taken care of, and you will feel blessed. There is great love here for you. And for now, we are complete. I love it so much. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Thank you so much.